and welcome back. We're apologising for the difficulties that we've had here today. So now we've got a shortened race with no pit stops. It's a 15-lap sprint to the finish for these Evo drivers from their quali positions. 3 seconds until we find out who can be the king. It's a second chance for others. And now it's just going to be the case of who can make the best of them. We've got 4 red lights, and now the drivers thunder off the line. Roberto makes a great start, closing the gap. Bill 79 had a thunderous start as he attacks now the race leader, Pelota Pazzo, into turn 1. And then with 3 wide, Pelota on the inside. Pelota just able to hold off though. They're still side by side with Ragster at this stage. He tries to push on through turn number 2. Ragster's there following suit. Sebastian Graber P4, NASCAR fan in P5. The rest of the field all sitting in single file at the moment. As Luke Sky is, I think he's able to get the better of that one with the outside line seemingly not working as the car's jostle around, drastically fighting for position. But back in the lead, Pelota has the better of Ragster for now, and they go through the chicane. Blistering speeds for these Evos, 82 miles an hour on the exit. Front 3 pulling away, Bastian Graber brings the train of P4 all the way back behind us. Times really are picking up now, as you can see the whole field single file in a slipstream trying to make this work. However, they are still struggling at this stage to bring something of it. They can't really make the most of it that they can. Through the final corner they come then, so 1 lap down and still Pelota Pazzo leads. However, he could be running on borrowed time as Ragster goes up the inside now into the first corner. He'll be heavy braking and he's surely going to be able to make that one stick. Up the inside he goes. And Pelota still reluctantly not giving that away there around the outside. Now he'll drive for the line as well, up the hill they come. And it's been a nice start to the lap there for Ragster taking the lead, but now may fall victim to a counter-attack from Pelota Pazzo if he's not careful. Looks up the inside, Bill trying to force his way into a 3-wide situation. I wouldn't recommend that through there. And I think Bill thought much better of that one. Into the chicane they come, and a big jump there from Ragster. He's able to keep it. Pelota went too wide. He's lost P2 there to Bill 79. And Bastian, I think, was also trying to punish him for it. Bill 79 trying to come on the attack as well, but Pelota still trying to find for a manoeuvre. He can't quite get it going at the moment. He's doing everything he can, ducking and diving at every opportunity, but he just can't quite get it done. They come through the final corner now. Ragster still leads. 2 tenths cleared, the front 4 all packed together on lap 3. Pelota opens up, and that lane's been shut off quickly there by Ragster. Up the hill once again, Bill 79 now. Looking like he can be the man to dictate the pace of this battle as they come down this straight fault. Line number 3 out of 15. Running the shortened version of the race now due to the disconnections we saw earlier with the TV crews. Pelota Pazzo with a very late manoeuvre. Ragster able to shut the door. And Pelota left kind of scratching his head thinking, what must I do to get past this man? Got a spin in the background, that's Bolinas at the chicane. He's able to get the car going, he moves out the way, he's down to P9 now. SC Jeremy P5, P4, Bastian Graber. Bill 79 third, Pelota second, and Ragster in the lead of the race. Ragster trying to defend heavily though. At the moment, as you can see, Bill 79's got a much better run on the back of Pelota. Now goes to the inside, picks up the side draft. He's actually gaining on Ragster as well. When he got back across, Pelota does not want to suffer another position loss on lap number 4. Brakes a bit later. Oh, and he closes that lane perfectly. Pilotta positioned his car beautifully through there. Now has to try and chase Ragster though. Bill 79 climbing the hill. And he's almost bum drafting there as Bill 79. He's all over the back of Pilotta Pazzo. Trying to thread his car through there very neatly indeed. Now Pilotta moves to the outside. Big lunge there by Pilotta Pazzo. Bill 79, oh, he hits the back of him. Pilotta almost loses the back end. He's onto the grass. And I think Bastian Graber may try and punish him. He's on the inside. He won't be close enough, I don't think. However, there we go. And now Bill as well, trying to go side by side and defend after the error he made. It was a chain reaction of events. And a chain reaction which could see him drop as low as P4. However, he keeps P3 into the penultimate corner, and Pilotta also able to hold on just one more lap. And now all over the back of Ragster. Ragster coming under a lot of fire now. Ragster moving to the inside, immediately going defensive. Pilotta trying to move as well. Bill moves to the outside, and also defensive. Pilotta, a big lunge to the outside. He's going to swoop it round. He'll be on the inside line. He knows where he wants that car. There's a bit of contact between the two. Here comes Bill 79 then. Up the inside, and this could be the move to dictate everything. He's got one. Is he in the lead? Yes, he is. A sterling move there from Bill 79. The ultimate opportunist. A pack of 4 cars. Truly fighting for their life right now. They can't go 3 wide through there. Baxter and Pilotta are side by side. Pilotta, I think, desperately wants P1 back, though. He's got on the inside of the chicane. It's a bit of a risk if he catches the curb. And he somehow holds on, but Bill 79 retains the lead. A big lunge. It was a risk taker. And that was a game changer, to say the least. Bill 79 finds himself in the lead of this race. Pilotta Pazzo still trying to fight back. He's almost touched that rear left tyre. He's in that slipstream, vying for every manoeuvre he can find, and the best part is we're only a third out of the race. What's happened to Ragster? He's down to P5. He was fighting for the lead. He's now behind SC Jeremy. And the top 5 are scrambling for the lead. This is a truly remarkable way to watch a Sunday race off. It was worth the wait as the leaders cross the line for the 5th time today and start their 6th lap. Who was the fastest man that time round? A 1:27.7, unmatched there by Bill 79, except for SC Jeremy, the fastest man that lap, as Bill goes wide, and that allows Pilotta, thank you very much, straight back through. And that was just no fight at all there. As you can see, Bastian trying to get side by side with Bill 79. Oh, they're fighting a bit of contact. Bastian's gone wide. And I see Jeremy, as we said, just may give him a bit of a punishment for that one. Jeremy round the outside. And he should be able to get that manoeuvre done before they hit the chicane. They're all single file, all wanting to almost 3 wide, and Ragster left with nowhere to go. He tried for the inside. He was wiggling that car around, but there was just no place at all for him to park that car. So we're almost at the halfway stage of this race, and still leading is Pilotta Pazzo. It's been a bit of a back and forward race for him so far, but he's done a very good job at keeping that car on a straight line. He's been maintaining his mental composure, and he's pushed his way towards the front of the field. Didn't quite go to plan at the start, but right now he's looking in a much stronger place. However, Bill 79 may be looking to try and punish him. Ragster will not be happy with what he saw a couple of corners ago, that's for sure. As Bastian tries to attack SC Jeremy, he can't quite make that one stick. He flashes his lights, signals for the manoeuvre, goes up the inside, and that again wasn't going to work, unfortunately, through there. Down the straight comes Pilotta. Now that's actually quite a hefty lead over Bill 79. That's the furthest he's been away in quite some time. Jeremy 3rd, Bastian 4th, Ragster P5, 6th NASCAR 24 fan. Jeremy goes very loose. Jeremy's gone all sideways there. And that was a wrestle. That was an absolute wrestle. And off goes NASCAR fan. A complete pirouette over the chicane. If this was dancing on ice, that'd be at least a 7.5 for the spin. But unfortunately, it's an evo race here at Watkins Glen. Back in the front five, dueling away though. Still, SC Jeremy is attacking Bastian, to say the least. Jeremy now trying, as we say, to attack Bastian Graber. Down the line they come then, they're over half race distance now. 1/2 down, 1 to go. Pilotta is 50% home to where he can be. He's 50% on his way to a Sunday race-off victory, which I'm sure he'll be absolutely elated with right now. But the Evo's line still drilling away very heavily indeed, is Bastian again side by side with Bill 79 up the outside he goes. Oh, he's closed it off perfectly. Bill and Jeremy though may just try and punish him a bit later on. Oh, they may get him for 3 wide here. Bill's looking to the inside. That means Jeremy will have to try and go to the outside. But none of them can provide the move they want. And they need to try and carry on now. This is classic touring car racing, which we're seeing here today. Bastian again in an uncompromising position in P2. Being stalked heavily though by Bill 79, by SC Jeremy. Pilotta able to finally get a bit of breathing space after Ragster's apparent disapproval down the field. And good. Almost a second now. Back to Bastian Graber, so very exciting stuff as Bill almost looks to the inside. Bit of a drift from Jeremy as well. Bastian is now coming under a lot of pressure and is actually holding the rest of the field up, which is what he wants. Bill, as we say, currently 3rd position. Will he go to the inside? No, he won't. He's all over. He's effectively bum drafting him. Very sensible game there for Bill 79. Not taking any unnecessary risks. Let the move come to you and see what happens. You now move almost. If I was an inch later, there would have been inevitable contact there. Bill is looking way too fast to be in that current position. You can see them stream their way in towards that chicane right now. And Pilotta Pazzo leading the charge still. And there goes Bill 79 on Bastian Graber. And Bill again, he just ducked out at the very final moment. We thought he might have been able to make it stick, but unfortunately, it just wasn't to be. He's still pressurising though, as we have almost 6.5 laps to go. And as they stream their way back into the penultimate corner, Pilotta Pazzo is really pulling out a bit of a lead now. As we say, it's kind of stabilised a little at the front though, to about a second. And Bastian is having a very hard task in his hands of keeping 3 ferocious cars behind. A little bit further back though, it's all going to be quiet, so a quick run through of the order. Pilotta Pazzo leads, Bastian in second for very briefly, as Ragster senses the opportunity to go at the inside, sends a missile forward, and the missiles hit home base there. Jeremy goes down to P5, so Pilotta in leads and then Bastian, Bill, Ragster 3rd, oh P4 beg your pardon, Jeremy in P5, NASCAR fan after the spin in P6, Luke Sky 7th, Alina's 8th and Daniel C 9th, with Lone Wolf rounding out your top 10 and final runners. Bastian again here, coming under even more pressure. And grab, oh, Bill's gone very wide, he's sitting right over. He's gone way too deep, he's lucky to keep that at the barriers. He comes back on the track, somehow losing 2 positions, or in fact 3, as Jeremy goes right round the outside. Ragster finds himself back into P3, back into P2 almost as he tries to go side by side. Bastian went a little wide. Ragster again now looks to the inside, feels he's got the power. He hasn't, ducks back in. 1.6 is the gap which Ragster has. Back to Pilotta Pazzo, our race leader at the moment. 1.5 the gap between Bastian and Pilotta. still, those top 5 inseparables, Bill's hungry to recover that drive and bring his race back into a podium shout. P5 at the moment, looking for P4 and Jeremy, and again, that was not going to happen through there. However, he's got the inside line, Bastion as well, under assault from Ragster here. Ragster's looking much more racy, trying to go to the inside, he's in the bump draft. And now moves to the inside. It's going to be a very risky move, I think, trying to go around the outside there for Ragster. Bastion staying on the inside, over the curves he went. Jeremy as well. Oh, and a bit of a cheeky push there for Jeremy as Bill tries to get that bumper draft working again. For Linus Stern coming down the straight in towards the penultimate corner. It's been a remarkable one so far for Carlotta Pazzo. 2.5 seconds now over Ragster. Oh, and a big slide there. Drifting style for Bill 79. He's trying to take this the fast and furious route at the moment. But Bastion, as we say, inheriting P2, Ragster in P3, SC Jeremy in 4th. Have 12 for 15, so 4 laps to go. And at the moment, I think Bill 79's dropped off quite a bit of pace there. Yeah, he's definitely dropped off considerably at the moment. He's trying to get the race going again, but he's losing a lot of speed, and the top 5 has become a top 4 battle. And look at Ragster weaving all over the place, left to right, left to right. Finally makes his mind up on the outside. It's going to be a very audacious attempt. Jeremy's there out of nowhere. And wow, that was unexpected to say the least. Bill's off in the background again. And I'm sure right now Mr. Jolly will be in the chat shouting about how many almost boings we've got, as he's got to copyright that, I think. That's going to be used in someone's commentary at some point. But right now, it's true touring car racing between the guys, and they're doing a real sense of professional and respectful racing, but you've got to feel that it's going to be inevitable. There may be some contact in the future. Down the main straight they come once again. Jeremy still looking like he could be an underdog here to take that P4. Ragster's fought back after a very dodgy start there, up into P3, with Carlotta now having a 3-second gap over this 3-way battle for second place. 3 laps to go, and Ragster's looking so much more racy. Coming off of turn 1, and he's got to try out the inside. He feels he's got the power. Bruce Almighty would be singing right now, because Ragster's absolutely demolished it until he hits the outside line, and this is where he's going to fall vulnerable. He's still on that inside line. Bastion is going to get shut out. Jeremy with a cheeky nudge. Jeremy feeling like he wants a bit of the action now. Jeremy goes to the inside. This will never work. I know he's trying to back out, and it's a bit too late. Oh, it's a massive crash. Jeremy and Bastion both falling victim. Bill missing him narrowly. Jeremy carrying on. That was massive. We thought it was inevitable. And that was a big, big shunt. Somehow, the 3 drivers almost still together. Ragster comes out unscathed in P2. Jeremy 3rd, 4th Bill, and Bastion P5. And oh, I think we can all take a sigh of relief and a deep breath as it all comes to a halt for now. My goodness me. How on earth did Ragster carry on after being demolished that way? That was truly remarkable. Lap 14 then, the penultimate lap of the race is about to get underway. Ragster in second is still pushing on right now. Carlotta's still 3.8 seconds clear, and must be smiling very, very happily right now as he's pulled away from all the carnage that's in behind. Bastion may not be thinking so happy. He was holding up a big pack of cars. They're all in clean air. Well, I say clean air. Bill and Jeremy are still going to have a fight on their hands. It's final lap. I can see it now. There may be a bit of bad blood between them. We'll have to wait and see. Bill bouncing over that chicane, boinging if you will. And he's really just trying to put the pressure on. Jeremy's been a bit of a loose cannon this race. He's gone for a few manoeuvres which could be deemed as a bit silly. Either way, he's found himself up into P3 and definitely won't be complaining with that result if he can hold it there for 1.5 more laps. So Ragster, after getting off to a very poor start here today, has been suffering in P5. Finds himself in second, 1.8 seconds clear of Jeremy and Bill, and I'm sure that'll be a very worthy time gap he will be most pleased with as the final lap of the race gets underway right now. Across the start-finish line goes Piloto Pazzo. He starts to run. Look at Bill and Jeremy.
The final lap. Keep it going.
Jeremy's on the inside. He really feeling that charge, and he's got to make it. Yes, he is. Jeremy comes back at him, though. He bites back there with quite some resilience and takes that position. Secured it for now, but he's got another lap of this. We've got roughly 1 minute 25 seconds left of racing. And Piloto coming down into the chicane for the final time today. Currently so far, every drive, well, the first driver in the B race won from pole. Piloto looking to carry on that trend and make it to be a desirable fact for Asa and Collar, who will go into this race leading the race of the weekend. We've got stats of those coming up a bit shortly, but for now, we focus on this. We're still in the qualifying for the A race, a full 59-lap race of this circuit, recreating the 1973 British Grand Prix, the American Grand Prix here at Watkins Glen. Right now, Piloto will be so focused. These will be the longest 2 corners of his life. As Watkins Glen says goodbye to the Evos, Piloto Pazzo says hello to Victory Lane as he comes across the final corner now. All the hard work is done. A pole position and a victory for Piloto Pazzo. He will be absolutely crazy inside the cockpit. A well-earned second for Ragster. Bill, well, there was a finish in front of Jeremy in third. Jeremy in fourth there. Bastian is going to cross the line in P5. NASCAR Fan will cross the line in 6th position. Luke Sky in 7th, 8th place Bellinas, 9th place Daniel C, and 10th place Lone Wolf Gal. We believe that's going to be pretty much the whole way. So pole to win, pole to pole seems to be the way forward here today. So get yourself on the front row, get yourself on pole for the A race, and the odds just may be in your favour as Daniel C turns his car into a road edition of the Mitsubishi Evo. So we're just waiting for Lone Wolf to cross the start-finish line, and we can call it a day here from Watkins Glen for just a little bit until we get ready for the 59-lapper in a short amount of time. Lone Wolf through the final corner, and yep, that's going to be it then. So a massive congratulations to Piloto Pazzo and everyone else who's taken part here today. From me, Liam Jenkins, we'll see you very shortly for the A race, the main event, 59 laps of the Watkins Glen circuit in an iconic car. We'll see you shortly.